Tiffany, and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, we have a So Frugal 23 reveal. I am revealing what I've made for hashtag So Frugal 23 and a little bit of review of this pattern. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Please consider subscribing if you have not done so already. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Have you ever made this pattern before? I would love to hear about your experience. So today I am revealing my hashtag So Frugal 23 looks. I'm not going to go into the whole challenge by now. You know the drill, you know who started it, you know the rules probably, but I will link to my inspiration video up above and I will link it down below. My inspiration video went into more detail about how to post and who to thank for this challenge. It was super fun. Today I just want to focus on showing you my makes. So we're going to get right into it. This is the Little Lizard King in Styla Galena. I decided to go the route of the Galena because I loved the style lines. They were so beautiful. They drew me in. I'm a sucker for a dress. I love dresses and I really wanted to go that route for a mommy and me look. So I have sewn up the Styla Galena for myself and the Little Lizard King Galena for Addie, my 2-year-old. Both of these patterns were free. I featured those in my inspiration video with a lot more detail about the patterns if you want to go check them out. I am going to go through my normal pattern review questions, walk you through what adjustments I made, what sizes I made in each one, and then give you my overall review of this dress. Hopefully, the whole time I'm popping in some pictures of little Addie, June, and I in our beautiful mommy and me matching outfits. So let's jump right in. So this pattern is described as the knit dresses. The Galena hat is a top or a dress, 3 sleeve options, and I've even hacked it into kind of a 4th sleeve option with optional faux placket front. Did not do the placket on either one of these. I wanted them kind of simple, plain. I used the simplest route really, and then to make this mommy and me look. The Little Lizard King Galena comes in sizes 12 months to 14 years, and the Styla Galena comes in 0 to 32, so super size inclusive. The Styla Galena also has cup sizes denoted. That will actually help you decide which bodice you cut out when you're cutting out your pieces, your pattern pieces. So just follow the instructions. They're very clear. I'm going to pop up some pictures of actually straight from the instruction booklet just to give you a little taste of what's in there. So many options for a free pattern. It's really amazing that they've given you all these options. I have made a size 24 with a D cup option, the D cup bodice, and it fits me really well. The shoulders fit me really good, the bodice fits me really well, and I'm very happy with the fit. For Addie, I made the size 3 in Little Lizard King Galena. It fits her really well. The length is perfect, the bodice fits her perfectly, so the sizing is right on for this pattern. Did it end up looking like the pattern cover or the pattern description? The answer is yes. It looks just like those tester photos that you see there on the Little Lizard King and Styla website. Beautiful pattern, gorgeous. It really did turn out exactly how it promised. Were the instructions easy to follow? Yes, indeed. All Little Lizard King and Styla pattern instructions are amazing. They walk you through every single step. Even if you get to a technique like gathering, they will send you to another link. They'll give you a link within the text itself and direct you to a tutorial on how to gather or how to insert clear elastic, because that is actually something that they tell you to do. I'm gonna talk about that in just a second, but they actually take you to another link and show you how to do that. Likes and dislikes about this pattern. So here's my likes. This was a fun and easy pattern. Very quick knit fabric. You have a very small amount of pattern pieces. You have a front and a back bodice. You have the skirt, your sleeve, whatever option you decide to take, and then a neckband. And that is what you have for both of these. I simultaneously sewed Addie's Galena and my Galena together. The instructions are the same no matter what size you're making whether you're making it for the child or the adult. I did them side by side. That's how I was able to kick out both of these garments within just about a week's time frame. So I sewed up the blue ones first to check for fit. The fit was really good. I just had to tweak the bodice just a little bit, and then I sewed up the white version there. I love both versions, and I'm wearing the blue one because I actually like this fabric more, even though they're both the same fabric, and I'll get to that in a second. But I really do favor this blue one more. I think it's the blue color. I love blue and I feel more comfortable in the blue versus white, but they're both gorgeous. This is a really comfortable dress. You're going to feel great wearing this. Knit is obviously very comfortable, but it's an easy wearing dress. You don't feel constricted, you don't feel too tight. It's really fun and easy and comfortable to wear. Dislikes? I have none. I have no dislikes about this pattern. It is amazing. Highly recommend it. So what fabric did I use? So this is a blue double brush poly that I purchased from Walmart in 2021. I went back into my files and looked when I bought these bundles. Actually, I bought these both from Walmart. In the you know, where they have the bundled fabric up, it was like 3 yards for $8 was probably what it was. So between the two, I have $16 in the fabric for these dresses, and I have 4 dresses from them. So it did take all 3 yards. I was able to get my Galena and Addie's out of 3 yards of the blue, and then my white Galena and Addie's Galena from another 3 yards. So 6 yards of fabric to make 4 garments at $8 a piece. Such a great deal. And I've been hoarding this fabric in my stash for a long time. Like I said, 2021, I loved these. These were always bought with the intention of either the Laurel or the Galena because I loved those patterns so very much. And I finally just took the initiative with this challenge to pull that fabric out and to actually use it, and I am very pleased. So what pattern alterations did I make? So my first version is this blue one. Like I said, I originally lengthened the front and the back bodice by 2 inches, and upon making them and wearing them, it's just slightly too long. I felt like it looked a little long on my bodice. So on my next version, on my white version, I brought that back to just 1 inch longer. So the white one, the white bodice is 1 inch longer than the normal pattern piece, and the blue bodice is 2 inches. I like them both. It's a nitpicky thing. I don't even know if you would even really notice. I will wear both of them. I like both of them. It's a very small adjustment. The skirt on the white one has been lengthened by 2 inches because I took 1 inch back out of the bodice. I needed to make up for that in the skirt because I love the length on this blue one the best. So I loved the length that I achieved by not messing with the skirt on this blue one. So I needed to try to make up for that with the white. Still a good length. I love the length on them. They're modest, but yet not too frumpy looking because they are a half circle skirt. It's a lot of fabric, so it really does look really pretty at the length that it's at. The neckband probably gave me the most the most grief. I had a little bit of trouble on this one. I had to take it out and redo it because I made the normal, I used the neckband piece and I cut it like it asked for, and it was just too long out of this really stretchy double brush poly. So for my white version, I took 2 inches out of my Styla neckband, and then I took about 1.5 inches out of Addie's. So in both versions of the blue ones, I had to really work with the neckband to get them to lay like I like a neckband to lay. Of course, you could do your own thing for a neckband. You could take your own measurements. That would eliminate probably the need to work with the neckband so much, but I like using neckband pieces. The sleeves are kind of where I went my own kind of way and did kind of a 4th sleeve option. So I took the puff sleeve pattern piece for the Galena, and I was originally going to slash and spread it to make more of a flutter sleeve, but when I looked at that pattern piece and started taking measurements, I discovered that it was going to be really pretty and plenty big for what I needed for my full bicep, and so I just left it just how that pattern piece is. And you're supposed to either like gather it into elastic or put a cuff around it, or like a sleeve band around it. I didn't do either of those. I simply turned the hem under and then hemmed it with a straight stitch, and I love the look of it. I like the little puff that's up there on the shoulder, and then it is plenty wide and free motion for my arms. So I loved the look of the sleeves that I got with that. I did that for Addie's dresses, all the dresses, and my dress. Both Galenas are the same with the sleeves. I did not change those at all because I had such luck with them with the blue one. So just like mine, I turned her little sleeves under and then just hemmed them like that. I didn't worry with the elastic or the sleeve bands. Would I sew this again? The answer is yes and maybe. Yes, I would definitely sew it again for Addie. It fits her so well. It's such a fun pattern. Next time I might even try to make it in more of a play kind of fabric. To me, this fabric reads a little fancy for her, so that's probably going to be more like dressy occasions like church and more kind of occasions like that. So I would love to try this dress in a more casual knit, maybe something like just a jersey, kind of a play fabric. It fits her so well that I need to make more of these for her. They're just super well fitting on her. She loves playing in them. The first time she tried that blue one on, she said she was a little princess, so she loves wearing them. She didn't want to take it off. For myself, it's a maybe. And I say that because my first love for dresses, the dress that I hold above all dresses, is the Ellie and Mac staycation dress. And it is a tiered dress with a gathered first tier at my belly. I am very comfortable with that. I really like that flow on me, so I'm not sure that this fit is really my favorite on me. The Galena is not gathered in at the waist. The pattern for the skirt fits the bodice perfectly. It doesn't gather up into there. So I'm not entirely sure this is my favorite skirt on me. I'm very straight, kind of from my underarms straight to my hips, and it doesn't do a whole lot for me when I don't have some kind of like gathered waist or some kind of accent there. I think I just look really straight. You could add like a belt maybe and accent it, but I just left it plain for the photos. So the Galena is a maybe. I do love the bodice. I love the sleeves. So I had the idea to maybe someday take the top of the Galena and add it to the skirt of the Laurel, which I talked about the Laurel. It's their other free dress pattern, Little Lizard King and Styla's other dress pattern that's free. I talked about it in my So Frugal Play inspiration video. I thought about taking that skirt and pairing it with this bodice. So that's something for the future. I'm not kind of in any rush to sew any more of these dresses. 4 is enough for me right now. But it was fun, so maybe. Would you recommend this pattern to others? Yes, definitely. Please try the Galena out. It's so much fun. It's so easy. It's a great beginner dress pattern. Like if you're just getting started with knits, this one is easy. It's going to be very easy. Like I said previously, you don't even have to gather in at the waist. You're doing no gathering. So you're just attaching a bodice and the skirt, you know, like, so it's so easy. So if you're new to knits, give this one a try. It's free. What do you have to lose? It's really, really fun. The extra details that I wanted to talk about was the inserting of clear elastic at the waistband. Let me actually grab Addie's and I'll show you that detail. So this is Addie's little Galena here, and they have a suggestion in here for adding clear elastic into the waistband. You can kind of see it gleam right there. You see that? You kind of see the sheen of the clear elastic. It's hidden really, really well in this waistband, but that gives you just a little bit of structure on this knit. This is double brush poly, so if this skirt gets too heavy, it's going to want to droop. Your seams will want to droop, and that clear elastic helps that from happening. You wouldn't even know that it has clear elastic in there. You attach it to the bodice, and so the skirt kind of covers it up, and it's just really, really fun. So you put that in after you've sewn your garment together. So I attached the skirt and the bodice, and then I took a measurement of what her little waistline was there. That's what you cut your elastic to. I actually think you cut it an inch longer so you can have some tails to overlap, and then you just sew it on there. Don't stretch it. You're just sewing that elastic to that waistband, and it really turns out really, really nice looking. That was the first time I've ever used clear elastic in a non-gathering way. I've used clear elastic to gather before, but never to just stabilize. So that was a really fun tip that came out of a free pattern. So that was really neat that the Galena walks you through how to do that. So that is my reveal and review of the Little Lizard King and Styla Galena. I hope you enjoyed this reveal. I hope you will give the Galena a try. And if Galena's not your jam, maybe try out a couple of the other patterns from Little Lizard King and Styla that are free. They have the Rain and the Laurel as well. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever made the Galena. What did you think of my reveal? I would love to chat with you. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of content, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.